As I said, I'm Pam Powers Hannley. I'm the newbie on this team, but I think Steve was right. LD9's got the smart kids, you know. I mean, what can we say? But I just wanted to, say a few words. Like I said, I'm the newbie, and I had an existential crisis at about 1 o'clock in the morning on November 9th because I thought, how could I have won when that guy won? And I thought this was such a terrible tragedy for the country, which is obviously still unfolding. But what I found out was that, two of the things that were said before the election was that, Bernie was telling people to vote progressive down ballot. And then the Hillary campaign was saying this is going to be the year of the woman because so many women are going to follow on her coattails and they're going to get elected. And ironically, in the Arizona House, both of those things came true. There were a number of progressives who were elected besides myself. There's a couple of others who are clean elections progressives like I am, and then there's a whole raft of progressive-leaning people in the House of Representatives, and that really changed things up. And the other thing that it changed is we saw a demographic shift. Our caucus in the House is now half women because 7 women got elected on November 8th. And you know what? We did things different, things changed because of all those women getting in my opinion. And one of the things that I found was that, a lot of us used our voices and social media to get elected, and we used our voices and social media to push your issues on the floor of the House this year. They tried to shut us up, but it didn't really work that well. And we had women who stood up for the against the voucher bill. We had women and men, everybody on our caucus really stood up for the Equal Rights Amendment. We also, stood up for clean TANF extension. It would have cost only a little more than $1 million to give a TANF extension with no strings attached for the poor people of Arizona. We are the stingiest state, but no, we still have to give away corporate taxes, right? So how can we take care of the poor, How can we restore child care credits? That was another thing that the Democrats were fighting for. And the teacher raises. I mean, there's quite a long list, and some of it was modestly priced. But again, we have $13 billion a year in corporate tax cuts and loopholes that are out there. And what we saw in the House because of that is we saw some strange bedfellows, and I hate to use that term in a way because it was the libertarians who don't want to spend money on anything, right, were voting against the corporate tax cuts that were coming up in front of the House. And then what you had was the progressives, primarily the women, voting against them also. And when the first one went down, I was like, wow, we beat that, How did we ever beat that? Because it seemed like every corporate tax cut the Republicans wanted always passed. And what you saw was the libertarians not wanting to spend money on anything, and the progressives saying, we're not going to spend money on, and we're not going to give any money away until the schools are paid for, period. And that was our line in the sand. And in fact, we ended up fighting against some interesting stuff. I mean, Isela LeBlanc, who was sitting next to me in my partner in crime during the session, we even fought against more license plates. We have 60 different vanity plates, and every one of those is a little bit of money out of the coffers. And so we're saying, no, why do we need 60 plates? And some of them are actually plates that are basically advertisements for for-profit corporations and for-profit schools. It's like, this has gone far beyond, just having a little environmental plate with that the money goes to Arizona highways, So anyway, like I said, I mean, we fought hard. I think one of our shining moments was when we did the ERA this year, and these guys were very instrumental in helping us. And in fact, after I announced on the floor that Nevada had passed it in March, Randy came into my office and he goes, I didn't realize it had been this long. And I said, well, yeah, it's almost 100 years since it's been proposed, And so he goes, well, we need to figure out a way to do it. And so he came up with our ninja parliamentary move, and we had to do it at just the right day, and we had to keep everything secret. And so, but it was interesting to see how many Republicans say, oh, I can't vote for it today because I just didn't have time to read it. Well, it's only one sentence, and this is the group that routinely gave us 20-page amendments to vote on minutes before the vote, right? And so anyway, they did all these backflips in the end. A few of the Republican women voted with us. But as soon as we were done, as soon as they shut down the debate, the reporters went up to Mesnard and said, if not today, when? So they're expecting this again. The National Organization for Women and the ERA Action folks and PDA America, the Progressive Democrats, all these national groups are willing to help us out, and it's not going to be secret this year. We're going to try to bring people to the Capitol. We only need 2 more states to ratify it. It was proposed in 8 states in 2017. It's going to be proposed again in Arizona. I hear some of the Republican women are going to vote for it. And we don't actually need any of the Republican men. If we get some of the Republican women, it's passed.